Hello, my name is Rita Irwin, and I am a past president of the International Society for Education Through Art. And I just wanted to share some of my reflective thinking on my time with Insea over the years. I began my art education career over 40 years ago when I was an art, music, and drama specialist in elementary schools and also was an art consultant in that district. But I kept wanting to learn, and so I pursued graduate degrees. And soon I became a person who wanted to take on leadership roles, provincially and nationally, here in Canada. It was during that time that I became president of the Canadian Society for Education Through Art. And while I was in that role, a number of people who had already been involved with Insea wanted to bring Insea to Canada for a World Congress. And we launched that in 1992 in Montreal. At that time, especially in 1992, I came to UBC. So that's over 28 years ago. In those years, I have been very influenced by my colleagues here in art education, especially Kit Grauer, who's also a past president of Insea, but as well as Graham Chalmers and Ron McGregor, Sam Black, Gordon Smith, Jim Gray, among others. Each of them had had some form of involvement with Insea. And I learned a lot about the importance of not only thinking provincially and nationally, but especially internationally, and the importance of art to society, and indeed to intercultural understanding and mutual, I think, peace building around the world. In more recent years, I've become very involved with Insea. And as I've mentioned, I'm a past president of Insea. And for 2 terms, I was president of Insea. And during that time, we made great strides. I'm very proud of that time. And since then, being past president for Teresa Escher, as well as the International Journal of Education Through Art principal editor, I've had other great opportunities to keep learning through Insea. I mention this because Insea has been such an important part of my life. I have many friends around the world. I've learned so much about what art education can and does do in other countries through all age levels and in many environments. And now, as I'm nearing the end of a career, a very vital career, I'm very proud to say that we hosted another World Congress here in Canada, this time in Vancouver. You can see our logo here to my left. We just did this a few months ago, and it was such a pleasure. We had over 750 people here at the University of British Columbia from around the world, from over 50 countries. And I know that people learned a great deal about one another, about the excitement for making, about the pleasures of learning for children and adults alike, and about the immense diversity of what it is that we can do in the classroom. There's so much to think about when it comes to the visual arts and what we're capable of doing. And I think that all of us who are involved in this work need to keep reminding ourselves about how important it is, and to keep supporting one another, our students, and our communities as we do this work. And more importantly, to make sure our politicians understand that. Insea itself was created by UNESCO around the time that I was born. And it did so because it knew the power of the arts to influence humanity. And they wanted the arts to be a part of peacemaking in the world. I don't think we should forget that, and that we should continue to remind ourselves about the power of the arts. So thank you for giving me your attention today. Insea means the world to me. I have learned so much through my friendships and collaborations around the world. And it was all because of being a member of Insea. I encourage each of you to find your ways of learning from others around the world in the years ahead. Thank you very much.